Have you ever noticed that the biggest changes in the tech world never start with a loud announcement? They start quietly. A product disappears from a website. A cheaper option suddenly goes out of stock. And before most people even realize what is happening, the entire market changes. That is exactly what Apple is doing right now with the Mac Mini. And honestly, this move could completely change the way people look at desktop computers in 2026. Over the past few weeks, something strange has been happening. The $599 M4 Mac Mini, especially the 256GB version, has slowly disappeared from availability. Apple did not announce it. They did not explain it. They simply removed the cheapest option from the spotlight. At first, many people thought this was just a stock problem. But longtime Apple users know that Apple rarely does anything by accident. Every small change is usually part of a much bigger strategy. And this strategy points directly toward the upcoming M5 Mac Mini. Apple is quietly preparing people for higher prices. Right now, if someone wants to buy a Mac Mini, the realistic starting point is closer to $799 instead of $599. That changes customer expectations immediately. So when Apple eventually launches the M5 Mac Mini at a rumored starting price of around $699, people will think they are getting a better deal. It will feel cheaper compared to the current situation. But in reality, it is still more expensive than the original entry-level Mac Mini. This is classic Apple psychology. Raise expectations first, then make the new product look affordable. But pricing is only one part of the story. Because the real excitement is happening inside the machine itself. According to leaks and reports, the M5 Mac Mini will keep the same compact aluminum design introduced with the newer Mac Mini models. And honestly, that is probably the smartest decision Apple could make. The current Mac Mini design is already one of the cleanest desktop designs ever made. It is tiny, silent, minimal, and powerful. It can sit behind a monitor, on a shelf, or almost anywhere on a desk without taking up space. What makes this even more impressive is how much power Apple is expected to pack into such a small machine. The standard M5 chip is rumored to offer around 25 to 30% more performance compared to the current M4 models. That may not sound revolutionary at first, but in real-world use, it matters a lot. Apps will open faster. Video editing will feel smoother. Large projects will load quicker. Multitasking will become even more effortless. Apple Silicon has already changed the laptop and desktop industry because of its speed and efficiency, and the M5 looks ready to continue that trend. But the real monster could be the M5 Pro. According to leaks, Apple may introduce a new fusion architecture for the M5 Pro chip. This could allow Apple to combine multiple silicon dies together for extreme performance. Reports suggest an 18-core CPU setup focused heavily on high-performance cores instead of efficiency cores. And that tells us something very important. Apple is targeting professionals. This chip is designed for developers, video editors, 3D artists, engineers, and AI researchers who need serious processing power every single day. And the crazy part is that Apple wants to fit all of this inside a tiny 5x5-inch box. That creates one major challenge: heat. Powerful chips generate a lot of heat, especially during long rendering sessions or heavy workloads. But Apple is reportedly redesigning the cooling system completely. Bigger heat sinks, quieter fans, and improved airflow could allow the M5 Mac Mini to stay silent even under pressure. That is a huge deal because nobody wants a desktop that sounds like a jet engine while working. And then comes the biggest focus of the entire tech industry right now: artificial intelligence. Apple is reportedly making major upgrades to the neural engine inside the M5 chips. Some reports claim machine learning performance could become up to 4 times faster than before. Now, companies often exaggerate these numbers using very specific tests, so it is important to stay realistic. But even if the improvements are smaller, the direction is very clear. Apple wants Macs to become serious AI machines. Instead of depending completely on cloud servers, Apple seems focused on local AI processing. That means users can run powerful AI tools directly on their own computers without sending data to extension external servers. This gives better privacy, faster responses, and lower long-term costs. And thanks to Apple's unified memory architecture, the CPU, GPU, and neural engine can all share the same memory pool efficiently. That may sound technical, but the real result is simple: smoother performance and faster AI workloads. Another huge upgrade could finally solve one of the biggest complaints people have had for years: storage. The era of 256 GB storage is finally ending. According to reports, the base M5 Mac Mini may start with 16 GB RAM and 512 GB SSD storage by default. And honestly, it is about time. Modern apps, videos, games, and AI tools consume massive amounts of space. Managing everything on a 256 GB drive in 2026 feels frustrating. So this upgrade alone could make the Mac Mini far more practical for everyday users. The M5 Pro version is expected to start with even higher specs, possibly 24 GB RAM and 1 TB storage. On top of that, Apple may improve SSD speeds significantly, making file transfers and app loading even faster. Connectivity is also getting a major upgrade. Leaks suggest support for Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and most importantly, Thunderbolt 5. This is massive for professionals who use external storage drives, high-resolution monitors, or advanced docking systems. Thunderbolt 5 could offer incredible bandwidth speeds, making external devices feel almost as fast as internal hardware. And honestly, all of this makes the M5 Mac Mini look less like a simple desktop computer and more like a compact workstation. But here is the important part most people need to understand. Not everyone needs the M5 Pro. The internet loves powerful hardware. Benchmarks and specs make people feel like they need the most expensive option available. But if your daily tasks are browsing, watching videos, office work, or basic editing, even the standard M5 will probably feel insanely fast. The M5 Pro is really for people whose jobs depend on saving time during heavy workloads. And that is where Apple becomes very smart with marketing. They make people want performance they may never fully use. Still, there is no denying that the M5 Mac Mini is shaping up to be one of the most exciting desktop launches in years. Better performance, improved cooling, faster storage, stronger AI processing, and modern connectivity upgrades all point toward one thing: Apple is preparing the Mac for the future. Personally, I think the M5 Mac Mini could become one of the best compact desktop computers ever made if these leaks turn out to be true. It may not look dramatically different on the outside, but inside, it could be a serious powerhouse built for the next generation of computing. Now the big question is this: will people accept the higher pricing, or has Apple started pushing too far? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you buy the standard M5 Mac Mini, or would you go for the powerful M5 Pro version? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and hit the bell icon so you never miss future tech deep dives like this one.